Hi, how are you? It's Ching. It's Qigong Day today, this video. We are going to learn, I'm going to teach you the second set of the contemporary Qigong that I have developed. So it's called Harmonize with Nature's Energy, so nature's Qi. So you already know if you watch some of the video I have before. It's great. Otherwise, I'll just quickly introduce a little bit. So in the TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, and we talk about our body is a small universe inside this grand universe. So how we're going to connect with it is so much more important. And also, we are the master, we are the leader, right? We're the owner of this small universe. So we have one lifetime to really understand this body. Take your time, it's okay. And don't try to beat it up and forget about it. So if got hurt, we can recover. The body recover all the time if you give the right nutrient and the right thoughts. And it's just amazing. Okay, so I want you to appreciate all that as a huge gratitude. So anyway, so we're gonna use harmonize with nature's Qi. When we come to talking about Qigong, there are three fundamental you cannot forget. You're gonna use it all the time, so it's called a meditation through movement, right? So three fundamental focus is rooting, spine movement through the reverse abdominal breathing. So I'll break that down quickly for you, and then we'll go into the first part. I'm gonna break in because there's 7 movements for this second set, which is called right connecting with the nature's energy. There's 7 movements in here, and I'm gonna breaking down into 4 parts for you, so you don't overwhelm. Right? So learn a little by little, and keep practicing. Okay, so fundamental. So when I'm standing here, okay, right here, I can turn a little bit so you can see. See both sides. So my legs same with my hip socket. So right away, so you're gonna find that 5 checkpoint. Really good posture from your feet, the bottom of your feet, the bottom of your foot. 3 points. 1, 2, 3. So you see the red part of my foot. That's where my weight bearing under, and my arch is always lifted. So that makes the arch stronger because the weight of your body pressed down. So that's 3 points. So your feet and the leg is 1. Okay, like yin and yang philosophy, yin yang symbol philosophy. Then the next one is your thigh and your pelvis. That has to be neutral. So this part is neutral. So don't lock your knee, don't bend your knee. Softly straight. Then your thigh, pelvis 1 part. That's also 2 part become 1. So that's your first responder, which the transverse abdominal. Sometimes I'll say inner thigh, pelvic floor, first responder, 3 musketeer, engage. Now from here, connect to your rib cage. So this is your torso. So your pelvic and rib cage connect together. So you close the rib cage a little bit. So that's your upper arrow. Okay, the external obliques and rectus abdomini, the 6-pack, close rib. Now your arm and scapula, 2 parts as 1. So now that's your neutral scapula, your middle finger lined up on the IT band, thumbs point forward the whole time. The last checkpoint is your head suspend from above. So that's the 5 checkpoint in a really quick review. And reverse abdominal breathing, you're going to breathe into the tummy on the inhale. Use your abdominal on the inhale, you breathe into the lungs. Don't let me change that. Exhale and release. So you always breathe into the lungs, okay? Not your belly, but the abdominal muscle going to assist the breath, assist actually diaphragm, okay? So if you're not quite sure, look at the end range of the end screen so you find out more about how to breathe and move in the spine. Here we go. We have to start in a horse stance. So I'm always facing this way. That's my north, south, and east and west, or right and left. So it's easier to teach. Okay, so from here, I'm going to bend my knee first. My pelvis still upright. I'm going to take the right leg on, the left leg out. So it's nice and even. You can see my leg, my foot wider than your shoulder. We'll go right to the horse stance. If you bend your knee, flex from the hip, you see this is the largest joint in the body, so the hip socket. So now your pelvis also have a basic 3 movement. This called it posterior tilt. So your ASI is behind your pubic bone. So you round your lower back. This is anterior tilt. So your ASI is in front of pubic bone. Okay? So that's 2 tilting. So we're going to flexion and extension is another word for it. Then you have laterally flex and laterally tilt and laterally tilt. Okay? We're not going to use that today. So, but you understand there is flexion, extension, there is no hinge. Okay? So many times people like extend the hip. We're not going to do that. So it's a little harder to root. So your leg, you're rooting all the time. So this free socket joint can move. We're going to really, really focus on that. Okay, here we go. Inhale, prepare. Feel the lungs. Exhale, bend your knee. You arrive. So I'm going to put all this together as a warm-up first. See how you see my wrist floats up. So it's almost like air. Exhale, release, drop the elbow a little bit. Softly return. Inhale again, pelvic floor, tummy, inner thigh, muscular, right? 3 muscular. Exhale, softly release to extend the spine gently. 2 more times. Inhale. And exhale. So this is a nice, gentle warm-up. You can definitely do more than 4 times. But right now, just experience it first. See if you can understanding. Once you're understanding, you can start practice by yourself. You said that's a fundamental meditation through movement. Okay, you use the movement and your mind, body all together. Start really coordinated energy. Start building energy. Okay, so ready? Here we go. Harmonize with nature's Qi. First movement. So on my arm on the side, we call it girdle belt position. Your palms, the middle here, is actually pericardium. The pericardium meridian goes to the sac of your heart. So that's the center point right here. So a lot of times you see my reaching hands out. So my thumb sliding forward, okay, and I hug a little bit. So middle finger forward a little bit too, because that middle finger is the base, the pericardium is the base of the middle finger. In the Chinese internal medicine, the middle finger is a good language, okay? So you're gonna go, so look like a little lady's hand a little bit, but you can feel this point very strong. That's control the blood pressure, okay? High blood pressure, hypertension, all this stuff. So it's really important, just put your hands like that, and like this, and like that. Okay, good, ready? Here we go, it's right there. Call it girdle belt position. Inhale, pelvic floor, tummy, root it down. Use your wrist. Bring the energy up to your spine. Exhale, you softly bend the elbow. You release down. Okay, ready? Here the first movement. Inhale. When you softly elbow, you're going to reach forward. You're going to feel that point now. The Lao Gong point reaching forward is a pericardium point. Inhale again, use the wrist and pelvis, spine move together. Exhale, you stand nice and tall, back into that 5 checkpoint, except the legs is open. Inhale again, pelvic floor, tummy. Exhale, you sink down into that beautiful spiritual triangle called a horse stance. Either way, whichever word you like better. Inhale, pelvic floor, tummy in. Exhale, 5 checkpoint. So you finish your head suspend from above. Inhale again. Exhale again, softly reaching out. Feel the palm connect to the north front of your nature. Inhale, wrist. Moving the spine. Exhale, nice and tall. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, softly moving the spine. Reverse it down the base of navel to the spine. Exhale, release the pelvic floor. Sink the energy down, rooting more. So inhale again. Pelvic floor, tummy, the three musketeer. And exhale, nice and tall. Okay, so I kind of call the three musketeers. So inner thigh, pelvic floor, first responder. When you lift it all up, your tummy goes in. So your diaphragms come down. So you really massage beautifully that internal organ. But instead of three musketeers, you really have to think about the energies from the foot. Arch your foot, comes all the way up. So you already connect to the what? Mother Earth and Mother Nature. So the nature of the Mother Earth, the gravity of this, and with this small universe, harmonize the big grand universe. It's so cool. Okay, so second movement today, and that's it. And then next week I introduce more. So I'm stay here, and we just finished right here, right? So now inhale again. It's a little tricky. You lower the elbow down, rotate, turn the palm to east and west, right and left. Exhale, bend your knee. You feel so big. Inhale, pelvic floor, tummy. Exhale, nice and tall. 5 checkpoint in the open, right legs open. Inhale again, pelvic floor, tummy. As you lower the elbow down, the wrist start rotate to the side. Exhale, looking forward. Deepening that horse stance or spiritual triangle. Inhale. Exhale, nice and tall. Inhale again. Lower the elbow and reaching out. Inhale again, pelvic floor, tummy, wrist lengthening, lifting up. Exhale, nice and tall, your head suspended, so it's neutral head. Inhale again. Exhale, root it down, no hinge, right? Your pelvis neutral. Inhale, pelvic posterior tilt. Exhale, bring your pelvic neutral and 5 checkpoint. Let's do it one more time. So you know there's so much happening. Inhale, posterior tilt, right? Open that lower back. Exhale, reaching out. You got this beautiful wave movement from the arm, your spine, all the energy around you. Okay, now ready? Bring right in. Palms. Exhale, release out to the side. Bend your knee, bring in and bring another one in. Back to your 5 checkpoint and wiggle your head a little bit. So that's all for today. There's 7 movements, but I'll try to introduce you small. But the first part 1, usually have to a lot of fundamental I need to mention. So just practice the first 2, getting all the fundamental built up properly, right? This is your foundation for everything you learn. And then next week, I'll show you another, I'll do another 3 movements, then we keep building it up, okay? Take good care. Wave movement, wave movement. Thank you, and rooting. Take good care.